And we're back. This section is how to get help and find answers. If you pay attention to this part, this is going to save you hours and hours and hours of researching on your own. And we can get into a lot more detail about study habits and research methods later when we get you into a program. But for now, to help you find basic answers to your questions, I just want to show you a couple of things. What I have up on the screen is one of my favorite subreddits. If you've never been to Reddit, reddit.com, Reddit is kind of like an old school forum back when the internet was first starting, where people just went to talk about things, and it was in this threaded format where you post a question and everybody answers it, and you can reply and whatever. Reddit has a radiology subreddit. Groups on Reddit are called subreddits. And you see right here, a subreddit is marked with a lowercase r and a slash. And then radiology is this particular subreddit. If you have any questions about radiology, radiography, ultrasound, nuclear medicine, whatever, go to one of these forums like Reddit or YouTube or my Facebook group or my YouTube channel and just plug that topic in and see if somebody's already answered it. I can't tell you, and not just in the world of radiology. I mean, I'm a member of a lot of different subreddits, and I can't tell you how many times people post the same question over and over and over. And maybe it's easier for the poster to post their question and just sit back and wait for somebody to answer them. But wouldn't it be more beneficial if you just did a quick search for that question and looked at all the different times it had been answered, and then you could see all the different answers? Because I can tell you sometimes it gets redundant answering the same question over and over and over, which is why I make videos answering questions. But you'll benefit more if you research your question first rather than just posting it and waiting for somebody to answer you. So let's see. So let's try to think of one. How about, people are always asking about interviews. How do I interview for school? Now, this subreddit includes doctors, radiologists, so there's some answers in here, but these are all all of the posts where people have asked about interviews. MRI techs, can I get your assistance for an interview? Rad tech interview. Need to interview an Xray tech. Does anybody mind answering these questions for a paper in my imaging class? So these are all the posts that have talked about interviewing. And so I encourage you, here's my Facebook group. You can come to this little eyeglass and you can say, like, there's this test called the TEAS exam that some schools require you to take. This person said, I just passed it. This person said, I've done the TEAS, got my prereqs done, blah, blah, blah. What is the TEAS? Does anybody know? 10 comments, people that answered what it is. Praying I score high on the TEAS so I can get in. 15 comments. Hi, everyone. I'm almost done with my prereqs and about to take the TEAS exam. 4 comments. So my point is just, when you have a question in life in general, see if you can seek out the answer first, then instead of just posting it out to the interwebs and hoping that somebody with a brain answers you, and then just hoping somebody answers you at all. And not to mention that you could get misinformation. Not that these are all perfect either, but by coming to these radiology specific forums and asking your radiology specific question, you have a much better chance of getting a good solid answer in a more expedient manner, much quicker than just going and posting it somewhere and hoping for an answer. So that is the best way to get help and find answers. You can go to my blog, which I've mentioned, the Radiologic Technologist.com. These are the most common things people are researching. When it comes to California, there's a fluoroscopy exam there that used to be mandatory. Now it's not mandatory. People always have questions about that. If you click on California and hit enter, you'll see here I am. It's no longer needed. I wrote a whole article about it. And then I've got the sample quizzes to help you pass it if you did have to take it. Because basically they just said anybody that's been licensed after 2011 no longer has to take this fluoroscopy exam. But if you got your license before that, they don't think you're educated enough to be able to do fluoroscopy, which is stupid. But I do give sample board exams on the fluoroscopy to help you. So I'll end it there. I'll get off my high horse. I'll stop beating the podium here. But if you really want to find answers, there you go. Just go straight to the source. Excuse me, straight to the source. My blog, my YouTube channel, there's the magnifying glass there. The Facebook group, you saw how I did that already. And Reddit, same thing. You can find, I mean, that Reddit, that radiology subreddit, I've been a member of it for at least 5 or 7 years or something. I don't know. It goes way back. And you can post your questions there too. So hope that helps you feel more secure on how to get your questions answered or where to find answers. And you're always welcome to leave your questions wherever you want to leave them. And if you leave them for me, I'll answer them for sure. If you leave them on Reddit or somewhere else, you may have to wait a little bit, but hope that helps. Let's move on to the next video.